titans of industry, legends of hip-hop, and masters of controversy. Kanye West, Diddy, 50 Cent. Their names evoke power, wealth, and an undeniable ability to dominate headlines. Beneath the dazzling success lies a darker truth. A history of shocking scandals that have rocked the industry and left indelible marks on their legacies. What were the true depths of their controversies? What hidden details fueled the outrage? And how did their relentless pursuit of fame and power lead to their most explosive downfalls? Prepare to uncover the full, unvarnished truth as their most shocking scandals are finally exposed in full detail. Kanye West's career has been defined by his unfiltered and often highly controversial public statements, which have repeatedly landed him in the center of global outrage. From his infamous declaration that George Bush doesn't care about black people during a Hurricane Katrina telethon, a moment that shocked the nation, to his later assertion that slavery was a choice, a comment that drew widespread condemnation for its historical insensitivity. Kanye consistently sparked intense debate and public outcry. These incidents, while often framed by him as artistic expression or free thought, were seen by many as deeply offensive and highlighted a pattern of erratic behavior that became a significant part of his public persona. His willingness to provoke and challenge norms, regardless of the social cost, became a hallmark of his controversial brand. One of Kanye West's most damaging and widely publicized scandals involved a series of anti-Semitic remarks made in interviews and on social media platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram. These comments, which included perpetuating anti-Semitic tropes about Jewish control over media and finance, and even expressing admiration for Adolf Hitler, led to immediate and widespread condemnation from Jewish organizations, civil rights groups, celebrities, and the public worldwide. The severe backlash resulted in major global brands like Adidas, Gap, and Balenciaga swiftly severing their lucrative ties with him, costing him billions of dollars and effectively dismantling his once thriving fashion empire. This scandal exposed the immense financial and reputational consequences of his unchecked rhetoric, marking a significant turning point in his career and revealing the full detail of his controversial downfall from a cultural icon to a pariah. For many throughout these highly controversial periods, Kanye West's mental health became a central point of public discussion and speculation. While some observers and mental health advocates viewed his behavior as a potential symptom of unaddressed bipolar disorder, others interpreted it as a deliberate, calculated strategy for attention and provocation. The public struggled to differentiate between genuine mental health struggles and intentional provocations, added a complex, often tragic, layer to his shocking scandals, making it incredibly difficult for many to separate the man from the controversies he generated. This aspect of his story is crucial for understanding the full detail of his public perception and the polarized reactions he continues to elicit. His foray into politics, particularly his vocal support for Donald Trump and his own unconventional presidential bids, further amplified his controversial image. His public appearances with Trump, often wearing "Make America Great Again" hats, and his erratic political rhetoric alienated a significant portion of his traditional fan base and drew sharp criticism from political commentators. Further adding to the list of shocking scandals that defined his later career, beyond his public statements, Kanye West's business dealings often became embroiled in scandal and dispute. His tumultuous relationships with corporate partners, his often erratic management style within his Yeezy brand, and the eventual termination of major brand deals due to his controversial behavior, exposed the inherent fragility of his vast empire. The financial repercussions of his shocking scandals were immense. demonstrating in full detail how personal conduct and public perception can directly impact billion-dollar ventures, leading to rapid and devastating financial losses. His relentless pursuit of creative freedom and control, while admirable to some, often came at the cost of stable business relationships and a consistent public image. Diddy Sean Combs has long been synonymous with hip-hop moguldom, building a multifaceted empire that spanned music, fashion, spirits, and media. However, his career has recently been engulfed by a series of shocking scandals involving grave allegations that have threatened to dismantle his entire legacy. The most severe and widely publicized of these are the federal investigations and multiple civil lawsuits alleging sex trafficking, sexual assault, and a pattern of abuse. In November 2023, his former girlfriend, singer Cassandra Cassie Ventura, filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of years of physical and sexual abuse, including rape, forced drug use, and sex trafficking. Although they settled the lawsuit quickly, it opened the floodgates for numerous other accusers to come forward with similar, disturbing allegations. These allegations escalated dramatically in March 2024 when federal agents raided Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami as part of a sex trafficking investigation. Subsequent lawsuits filed by other individuals, including producer Rodney Jones Jr., known as Lil Rod, detailed claims of sexual assault, forced drug use, and a criminal enterprise designed to facilitate Diddy's alleged illicit activities and cover them up. These lawsuits painted a picture of a pervasive culture of abuse and exploitation within his inner circle, involving his associates and employees. The graphic and disturbing nature of the testimonies and accusations, including alleged freak-offs and forced sexual acts, have shocked the public and led to widespread condemnation. Just recently, in July 2025, Diddy was found guilty on 2 federal counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, though acquitted on more severe charges like racketeering and sex trafficking. His partial conviction, however, still carries a significant prison sentence and underscores the gravity of the legal challenges he faces. Beyond these recent severe allegations, Diddy's past has also been marked by significant legal controversies, which, in retrospect, take on new meaning in light of current events. One of the most notable was the infamous 1999 nightclub shooting incident at Club New York in Manhattan. Diddy, along with his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez and rapper Shine, was arrested after gunfire erupted, injuring 3 bystanders. Diddy was ultimately acquitted of all charges in 2001. But the trial was highly publicized and raised questions about his conduct and associations. Shine, a rising star on Diddy's Bad Boy Records at the time, was convicted of assault and gun possession and sentenced to 10 years in prison, with many in the industry feeling he was left to take the fall. Allegations of Diddy bribing witnesses and jurors in that case have also resurfaced in recent lawsuits, adding another layer of shocking detail to his past. Furthermore, Diddy has faced long-standing allegations of exploiting artists on his Bad Boy Records label, with many former artists claiming they were not properly compensated for their work or that their careers were stifled. While these claims have largely remained in the realm of civil disputes and public discourse rather than criminal charges, they contribute to a broader narrative of ruthless business tactics and a disregard for the well-being of those under his influence. These combined scandals have led to a significant collapse of his public image and business ventures, with brands distancing themselves and his reputation in tatters, exposing the full, shocking detail of a legacy now under immense scrutiny. 50 Cent Curtis Jackson built his empire on an aggressive, no-holds-barred approach, both in music and business. And his career has been punctuated by a series of shocking scandals and highly publicized feuds. One of the most surprising controversies involved his 2015 Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing. Despite his image as a financial titan who famously made $100 million from his vitamin water deal, 50 Cent declared debts of $36 million against assets of less than $20 million. This filing came shortly after a court ordered him to pay $7 million in a sex tape lawsuit to a woman whose private video he had posted online without her consent. The bankruptcy filing, initially seen by some as a strategic maneuver to avoid paying his debts, sparked widespread debate about his true financial standing and the ethics of using bankruptcy in such a high-profile manner. He eventually emerged from bankruptcy in 2017, reportedly paying off his obligations early. But the scandal exposed a vulnerability beneath his tough exterior. 50 Cent is perhaps most infamous for his numerous, often brutal, public feuds, which he masterfully leveraged for attention and, at times, profit. His long-running beef with Ja Rule, which began in the late 1990s, escalated into physical altercations, diss tracks, and a relentless war of words that spanned decades. 50 Cent's relentless trolling and personal attacks became a hallmark of this feud, often crossing lines that other artists avoided. Similarly, his intense rivalry with Rick Ross, which began in 2008, quickly spiraled into a deeply personal and aggressive conflict. 50 Cent famously dated Ross's child's mother and released a tell-all book about him, using highly personal details to undermine his rival. These feuds, while entertaining for fans, often involved legal threats, restraining orders, and allegations of harassment, revealing the ruthless tactics he employed to dominate his competitors. His willingness to engage in such prolonged and personal conflicts was a shocking scandal in itself, pushing the boundaries of traditional rap beef beyond his industry feuds. 50 Cent has also faced personal and family disputes that have played out publicly, adding another layer to his shocking scandals. His strained relationship with his eldest son, Marquise Jackson, has been a frequent subject of media attention, often involving public exchanges on social media regarding child support payments and perceived neglect. 50 Cent has publicly counted down the days until his child support obligations ended, and has engaged in highly critical social media posts about his son and his son's mother, Shawnwood Tompkins. These very public family disputes have exposed the complexities and personal costs of his fame and wealth, revealing a more vulnerable side to the otherwise impenetrable mogul. Furthermore, 50 Cent has faced allegations of violence or threats, often stemming from his aggressive persona and his use of phrases like "get the strap" on social media. While often dismissed as part of his brand, these comments have sometimes led to police investigations or concerns from law enforcement, highlighting the fine line between entertainment and real-world consequences. His business dealings, while largely successful, have also seen their share of disputes, such as issues with his headphone company, SMS Audio, which also led to legal battles. These combined incidents paint a detailed picture of a mogul who operates with an aggressive, often controversial approach to both his personal and professional life, making his shocking scandals a continuous narrative thread throughout his career. The careers of Kanye West, Diddy, and 50 Cent are a testament to their immense talent and entrepreneurial spirit, but also a stark illustration of how fame, power, and personal conduct can lead to shocking scandals that reverberate across the globe. From public outrage over controversial statements to grave legal allegations and bitter personal feuds, these titans have consistently pushed boundaries, often at immense personal and professional cost. Their stories, now exposed in full detail, reveal the complex, often dark, underbelly of celebrity, and the relentless pursuit of dominance in the unforgiving world of entertainment. Which of these shocking scandals do you find most impactful? Do you believe these figures can ever truly escape their past controversies? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive insightful, make sure to like this video. Subscribe to our channel for more exclusive analyses of celebrity controversies and industry secrets. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next expose. Thanks for watching.